And welcome back to another episode of the Disagreeable Nerd, our bi-monthly podcast. We came out with one maybe last month, earlier this month, but we're good. There's not a whole lot going on. I haven't watched a whole lot. Oh, this is Gabi.
It's a short day.
Hey.
I was like, okay, I don't know when he's going to introduce me, but I'm here.
Oh, and you're also here.
Yay. Okay, I don't know about you, but a lot's been going on with me.
Oh, okay. Right into it. Go.
Oh, yeah. I've been reading a lot, writing a lot.
Oh, you've been reading? What have you been reading?
Okay, so I said this.
How far has Spot run now?
What was that? I'm still reading Frankenstein.
Are the eggs still green and the ham?
I don't understand that reference.
Well, of course you wouldn't. You didn't even read that.
Are you talking about green eggs and ham? I've read that. I read is it green eggs and ham?
Yeah.
I've read that.
You did?
Yeah, I didn't know I thought you were referencing something else or something.
No, Dr. Seuss.
Okay, well, I've only read that book like one time, like in like the third grade, whatever. I don't remember like quoting it or anything. It wasn't like a fave. But listen.
I'm listening.
I've said it before, but I'm still reading Frankenstein. And the reason why I'm still reading this book is because I read it in my free time and I don't have a lot of free time. So that's why I'm still reading it. And it's excellent as so far. I also started reading an autobiography.
Whereabouts in the book are you?
I am where Victor's brother has died or he has been murdered by the so-called Frankenstein.
The monster.
Yeah. Which they're trying to, the people are trying to figure it out. Like, what the heck? Is it Justine? Is that her name? How to say it?
I would assume Justine.
Anyways, I'm in that part of the book. I also started an autobiography of John.
Are you Team Frankenstein or Team Monster?
I don't know yet. I have to wait till the middle of the book, almost ending. But I was just saying, I read it. I stopped reading John Nash, the autobiography. You know why? Why did I think I would like an autobiography book?
That's a good question. I've never been one for true stories, autobiographies.
I actually was thinking it was more.
So are you saying, no, I thought his wife wrote it. Who wrote it?
Some chick named.
It's the guy from A Beautiful Mind.
Yeah, some chick named Sylvia. His wife? What? I don't know if that's. I don't know that.
You're reading the book. Do you not know who wrote it?
No, her name is Sylvia.
What's her last name?
It's like starts. I can't remember the last name, but it's not Nash.
Okay.
So I mean, it's just.
Well, then it's not an autobiography.
That is what it says. It says.
I thought autobiography means you're writing it yourself.
You think that wouldn't it be self-biography?
Monobiography?
I mean, auto doesn't mean self, does it?
My car is writing my book for me.
My car? Anyways, I stopped reading it. It got really sciencey and like, not just sciencey, but like I can handle so much of like theoretics and science and math. Gosh, how do you say that?
You can't even say the word.
Mathematics.
Autobiography, literally the definition, noun, an account of a person's life written by that person.
Okay, this book is not written by him.
Okay, so it's it's a biography then.
It says autobiography in the book.
Well, he did have split personality, so maybe it was one of his personalities that wrote it. His Sylvia personality.
I think so.
You have the book in your possession, right?
Yes, I can.
Okay, go get it.
You want me to go get it?
Yes, I'm going to pause.
Okay. I swear to God, it said autobiography.
Okay, and we're back in just 1 second. Oh, okay. So what's up? So she's back. What does it say? Does it say autobiography? What's it say? Who wrote it?
So what had happened was I thought there was a U and a T when it said a biography. So my bad. I'm wrong.
So you put a U, a T, and an O in there.
Yeah.
Okay.
So
who wrote it?
So Sylvia Nasser.
Nasser.
Yeah.
N-A...
S-A-R.
N-A-S-A-R. All right.
So, my bad. I honestly don't know how I got that mixed up. But yeah, it's not him. It's her. Basically, she talks so detailed about like Harvard and Princeton and the colleges he went to, things I do not care about, right? And that's why I kind of stopped reading it, because it got into details that I didn't think were about him mostly. I mean, some of it was, but like, I'd much rather read an autobiography now that I say this.
Oh my God. You don't even know.
No, I do now. So you guys know I'm 95% wrong most of the time. So my bad. Biography is what it is. And it's not like it's bad. It's not bad. It's just, it gets really off sometimes. And then it gets back to John Nash. I wanted to stay John Nash the whole time.
Is this, actually, this podcast, I should have said this from the beginning. We're going to discuss Bill and Ted Face the Music, Bill and Ted 3. But before we get to that, a bit of this. Paige's reading, Shardae's reading. So is this the book, A Beautiful Mind? Is this what the movie's based off of? Her biography?
I mean, the book title was called A Beautiful Mind.
Okay, I'm looking on Wikipedia, and I'm assuming that's the case. It says a biography of Nobel Prize-winning economist and mathematician John Forbes Nash Jr. Says the book describes many aspects of his life. So if you've seen A Beautiful Mind, it's pretty fascinating. This dude is just like mega smart, but also had severe mental issues.
He had schizophrenia.
Yeah. Nash stated he never had CIA hallucinations, that he only experienced hearing voices in his 40s, not at college in his 20s as depicted in the movie. But I don't know if that's in the book or not. So maybe the movie changed details to make it more cinematic. I
actually haven't gotten to the parts in the book where he has gone mad.
All they got to do is say, based on a true story. So like there was a dude somewhere. Okay, go.
Yeah, they don't. Yeah, they don't make it. They kind of put stuff in there that kind of make it more interesting, I think.
Dramatic license.
Yes. Anyways, that's a book I kind of paused on because I don't know why I'm reading it. I'm fascinated with people who have issues like that, but I kind of wish I knew the difference.
So is that what drew you to the book? Did you watch the movie?
Yeah, it drew me.
You watched the movie, then wanted to read the book?
Well, it's been years since I've actually watched the movie, but I am kind of interested in people who have mental disorders. It's kind of interesting to me. Like I read a few.
Why is that, Paige?
Like I read Sylvia Plath. Like I don't know if you would put her in a mental, but she did have a breakdown, like a mental breakdown for 6 months, and she was like a brilliant writer, and then she somehow broke down, and years later she killed herself. And so
good grief!
It's really weird. Like it's like you think her life is great.
Is that the Bell Jar writer?
Yeah, she wrote a lot of other stuff too, but
yeah. Did you finish Bell Jar, right?
Yeah,
Did you say that? You may have said that on the last podcast.
I liked Bell Jar. Yeah,
I think it's been about a month, or maybe the beginning of August when we last posted.
Oh yeah.
Well, that's when I posted it, so it was probably July when we actually recorded. But so you're over A Beautiful Mind.
No, and this biography is. Now I'm back reading my Frankenstein.
Gosh.
Which I've been reading Frankenstein. I just paused on it because I was reading 2 books at the same time. Which I don't know. I like doing that. It's weird, but some people don't do that, but I do. And it's so good. It's so good.
You're reading it bit by bit, piece by piece, just like he was created.
Yes.
A thematic reading style.
You are correct.
Okay, so they're making a Scream 5.
Are you kidding?
No.
Why?
And it's going to be in theaters. Well, supposedly.
The story is the same.
How dare you? Aren't they all? It's a slasher film.
I mean, actually, I wouldn't be opposed.
Starring Neve Campbell, I believe. Courtney Cox is going to be back. Did you watch the old Screams?
I don't know about what's the new Screams.
Oh,
I've
fair point.
I've only seen the old Screams.
I think the Scream 4 is probably maybe 5 years old, 10 years old.
Oh, really? They have new Screams? Am I like super like not in?
Well, I mean, it is Scream. Yes, it's an old premise.
I remember the ones from the 90s.
Let's see. I think they've released Mutants finally into theaters after decades of waiting.
Here's what I think. I think they were just
no one's
so
going
confused.
to care.
Hey, wait, we're gonna watch it though, right? What was that?
I can only imagine it is absolutely atrocious.
Okay, do you only say that because it took them so long to put it out?
Yes, if it was good, they would have got it out there. Usually when there's a movie that takes forever to get out, it's because there's massive problems with it.
But you know what, though? Actually, I want to disagree with you so bad. Like, I want to disagree because... But like the X-Men like series, right? The whole X-Men community world, it's always been kind of confusing, right?
Is this real? Sorry.
Okay, Gabby's having a mental breakdown.
No, I'm serious.
He's also going to have.
I'm literally just reading this.
What?
Black Panther and 42-star Chadwick Boseman has died.
Oh, wait, what? What?
This says the 43-year-old actor passed away at his home in the Los... I'm reading this off darkhorizons.com.
Dude, no way.
Says he was diagnosed with colon cancer 4 years ago. Are you kidding me?
Dude, oh my God. I just read it too. Oh my God. Are you serious?
Wow.
Holy crap.
I did not expect to read that.
He had cancer?
That's terrible.
4-year fight with colon cancer. That is terribly sad.
He's the same age as me. I'm shocked. Like, I was just browsing, looking for entertainment news, and he's Black Panther. How does Black Panther die? He's young and looked like he was in great. That's so like that. I'm really taken aback. But I did not expect to see that.
It's kind of weird because he had colon cancer. Colon cancer, I thought you. I don't know who told me this, but colon cancer is one of the most treatable cancers.
I mean, depends on when they catch it, I guess.
But he was
he had it for 4 years.
43 years old. That is awful.
Cancer sucks, man.
Cancer does suck. It's all over Instagram.
Wow, I did not know that. Oh,
and you know what?
It's really taking me off of where I want this podcast to go.
Wow, that's awful.
Well, that's what you get for doing a podcast with prepping on the spot.
It's so awful.
All right, so let's recover from that and discuss Bill and Ted Face the Music. But it sucks, man.
Gosh.
I feel sorry for his family.
I really do. I cannot believe that. And it's okay. Here's why it's so shocking. He's so young.
Yeah.
That's why it's so shocking.
Okay.
Let's move on, I guess. Gosh, should we end the podcast?
I don't know.
Sorry.
That's kind of
it just kind of threw me off.
I mean, that's life.
It's
life
like,
in this world, man. It sucks.
It's like I don't even know this guy. And
I know,
it hits you like,
yes.
Whoa.
Well, because Black Panther was like a big part of it's just like we were into it and we watched the movie and he knocked it out of the park and it created should have. How are they going to do it? But it was like something that young black people were really looking up to, and it's nice to see representation on screen of a black superhero. And I mean, it was a massive thing.
Yes.
And the main guy's gone now.
Yeah, that's
crazy.
Like, nobody can replace him, I don't feel like.
It's weird. Like, I don't often get attached. Well, often. I mean, it's like they're movie stars. You don't know them. You feel sorry for them, their family and stuff, just from a human element point of view. But I remember when Paul Walker died.
Yeah. Did you cry?
No, I didn't cry, but it really like got me. Like, I freaking love the Fast and Furious franchise.
Yeah.
Like, I started watch. I went and watched it when I was 21 years old. You know, when it first come out. Been following it ever since. And when I was like, no, not like these. You think these people are just gonna live forever? Like, no, man, that's.
They live in a world that seems so unreal, like that's their life, but they're real people just like us, and they can die just like we can.
Like, I mean, Brian O'Connor can't die. Brian O'Connor shouldn't die, but Paul Walker did, and it really took me aback. And this also, like Black Panther, he can't die. He shouldn't die, but man, that sucks.
Yeah. That's how I feel with any like person that I really like in movies, music, TV, whatever. When they die, it's like, whoa, like, oh my God.
Yeah.
They're never going to make music, movies, TV shows again.
I mean, it's the for as lousy as this world is, it loses a little bit of that art that person's created.
Yeah, exactly.
I remember, we might just have to make this a different podcast then. But I remember the one, this is the one that really got me. I used to listen to Kid Craddock in the morning out of Dallas. I was a truck driver.
Of course you did.
Still have my license.
Of course you did.
He had a radio show. When me and Gina lived in Dallas in 2000, he was on. Before, I mean, I don't know how long he was on the air. But when we were there in 2000, he was on. He had just a syndicated morning radio show, and it is still on the air today because the people that he had in his cast have just continued the show. But when he died, I forget how long it's been now. It's probably been 5 years at least. When he died, I was like, it kind of just startled me, like it shook me. Because I listen to this guy every day. And you listen to, when something like that, especially like radio personalities that you listen to every day, just like anything else, you feel like you know them.
Yeah.
Like you're kind of a part of their thing, and you know their life, and they talk about everything and their family. And when he died like of a heart attack, and I think he had some sort of cancer too, but he died of I think ultimately like a heart attack at like some like golf tournament that, celebrity type thing. And I just remember just like, man, no, Kid Craddock can't die. I listen to him every morning. Yeah. It just really startled me.
It's funny. I remember when he died, and till this day, I still don't really know.
Who?
Kid, I don't know him like that. I never listened to any of his stuff, but I remember whenever that name Kid Craddock came up, like everyone's like, oh my God, he died. And I'm just like, who's that?
Oh, really?
Yeah, I didn't know who he was. But a person that died that was a celebrity for me that really shook me, because I listened to their music, watched their music videos. I wanted to look like them, my hair, dance like them. And you already know what's coming. Mm-hmm. It's Michael Jackson.
Yes.
I remember the exact day when he died. And it's so weird because I was like, oh my God, I'm going to go to a concert one day. Like, I'm going to go to one of his concerts one day. And I was 12. And I was like, oh man, I can't do that anymore. So it's just weird. Like, you think you have some type of connection with someone you've never even met, but you listen to them all the time. So you feel like you know them. You know them.
You know a part of them. I mean, we obviously don't know their whole life story. And I mean,
we don't know them personally.
A lot of it is just, stuff personally about them that we don't know. But the parts that we do know, and especially the art they produced, whatever it was, that's what we'll miss.
See, that's the thing. That's what I don't know these people, but it's their art that You
didn't know Michael? Or Chad?
It's not about who they really are, because obviously we don't know who they really are. We don't. It's what they have shared with us. That's what I love. And that's so cool. And so it's what you're going to miss about them, and they're not going to produce that anymore. It's
sad. Yeah, this has really derailed what we were going to discuss. So
We were going to discuss.
We're going to make a different podcast about Bill and Ted Face the Music.
Bill and Ted.
Because it kind of doesn't seem appropriate. Let's go.
Yeah.
Now let's go into Bill and Ted Face the Music. This ridiculous movie.
It was pretty ridiculous.
Hey.
Oh, so yeah.
Huh. So, okay, well, this is a strange topic, but it's happening. Can you think of anyone else? Like, when most celebrities pass away, usually they're old. I mean, like, I was just the other day, Gina was watching a story about Regis Philbin. Who wants to be a millionaire? Remember that guy?
No.
You didn't know Regis Philbin?
No.
Who Wants to Be a Millionaire was like one of the biggest game shows of the early 2000s.
Okay, that sounds familiar. Who Wants to Be a... Okay. I don't know.
You would probably recognize it if you've seen it. It's been taken over by... Who's the most
I'll be honest,
guy?
I've never watched that show.
Terry Crews has done it. Cedric the Entertainer has done it.
But look, it looks familiar, but I've never watched that show.
Well, like I said, it was early 2000s, so like you were 5 years old.
I probably wasn't interested in anything like that.
No, you were like interested in like sucking your thumb and pooping your diapers.
I've never sucked my thumb, thank you.
At the age of 5. What
Never.
were you doing wearing diapers at 5?
I've never sucked my thumb, nor wore diapers at 5, thanks.
But, I mean, Regis Philbin recently passed away, and he was very old. I mean...
Like, I don't even know him.
You feel like usually movie stars and stuff, like, you know, they live long lives and they just die old. But the reality is many of them don't. They die in their youth. Just like the lady from Glee. I did not even know that, but that story is heartbreaking. She goes out in the boat
drowned.
with her son, and yeah.
That's more tragic. That's more tragic than like, that's, wow.
Prince? Did you like Prince?
I loved Prince.
I remember that was pretty shocking.
When Prince died, I was like shook. He was in his 50s, right?
He wasn't too long after Michael, was he?
Okay, Michael was 09, 2009, and then Prince was like 2012, maybe.
Not even that long. I don't know.
No, I think his was
we could look this all up.
His was probably 2013 or 2012. I can't remember, but it's like really around that time. Anyways, when Prince died, I was shook.
Yeah,
because like it's all these like, for one, it's just
all
these people that are, what do you call it? They're just up there, you know, in the 80s.
The top of their game.
Yes, and
I mean,
they always have a name.
Like, Prince was even kind of like, he's always been at the top, but like he had kind of like even started a resurgence type thing and was touring and all this stuff, and bam.
He was so amazing, talented, you know. There's been a lot. David Bowie. Did you hear any? I mean, I listened to him. I listened to him.
Old.
I know, but I listened to his stuff.
I mean, it's still sad, but it's like,
yeah,
old people die. I mean,
I know, but it's still sad when old people die. The cycle of life
is. What is old to you?
Okay, this is a very interesting question because old used to mean a whole different thing to me maybe a year, 2 years ago. I used to think 40 years old was old. No freaking lie. No kidding.
Your closest friend is old.
I know, but now that I've like had a little bit more experience in life, and I've seen people die, or sounds dark, but like I've seen people die, and you realize, oh my God, they're not old. Like 54 is not old. 60 years old is not old. And then I'm like, okay, what is old? What is
the new 20?
I've heard that twice now from you. And then I think, what the heck is old? And now I think I know. I think 80 is old.
I mean, 80 is a good number. Like, I would be happy to reach 80. That means I've got close to 40 more good years in me, which is what I've lived now, which is quite a bit.
I hope you make it.
I probably won't.
Don't say that, because I'll be alive, maybe.
I'm morbidly obese. Things aren't looking good.
Oh my gosh, that's why I can't worry about you. But yeah, it's just weird. I don't know.
I want to put in my will and testament, the Disagreeable Nerd podcast goes to Paige. It's up to you, baby.
Stop. Let's stop. It's going to be a solo podcast.
Just in here rambling about books you'll never finish. I'm still reading Frankenstein.
I'm still on chapter 7.
Oh
my God. That sucks.
Interesting. Well, this has been an interesting turn of events on this podcast. He passed away at his home in the Los Angeles area with his wife and family by his side. That's just...
But at least he had his family with him, you know?
King T'Challa. Gone.
Wow.
Man, that sucks. All right, well, on that happy note...
On that note...
we're going to do another episode. Because it literally did not mean for that to happen.
We're going to pick
that's what I get for reading the news live during a podcast. All right. Well, until next time, this is Gabby.
This is Shark Day. Later, dudes.